What is up, everybody? Welcome to the rapid reaction of NXT Takeover. Because it felt like a takeover tonight, but NXT Halloween Havoc. This was an incredible show tonight. 3 matches, 4.5 stars for each. Incredible. Let's get into it. One of those matches was the ladder match, where we had Von Lee, Oro Mensah, Carmelo Hayes, and the other guy. I can't think of his name right now. Boy. What is going on? I can't remember that dude's name for anything. But we had a ladder match and it was spectacular. It was Von Wagner, who was my pick, did not win. It took Wesley and threw him outside onto the table. On down table, incredible action. That's great. Some great things going on there. Some power bombs into the ladder, some suplex into the ladder. The guy that I'm thinking about, he took Carmelo Hayes off of the ropes and backflipped onto the ladder in like moonsault action. Von Wagner took out a ladder and he set it up, and he almost hit a fan, and he took it up and set it up, and then he ended hint of irony, get it all set up on top of him, and then the guy I'm thinking about went through him with a frog splash. Incredible action. All through this was fantastic. Some really, really great stuff here. And then it came down to Wesley and Carmelo Hayes. And after doing a meteor onto the ladder, Wesley climbed the ladder, grabbed it, and grabbed his North American Championship. They said on commentary that in his entire life, he's never had a single championship in his life. That was his first. It was a nice thing on Twitter. We saw Shawn Michaels hugging Wesley. So incredible action from these guys. Wesley was the winner. This was a great match. And I really thought this was going to be the match of the night, but it actually tied. Great match here from the North American ladder match. Next match was the Spin the Deal, Make a Deal match between Apollo Crews and Grayson Waller. And then before the show, on the kickoff show, they spent the wheel and it became a casket match. What? I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny to be a casket match? But it appeared, and yes, we had a casket match between those two. So that was good. They started off hot, and then at one point, what they did was that they had Apollo Crews on the top, and this is what pushed him off. He pushed him into the casket. Grayson Waller thought he won. He was like, "Yes, I'm going to raise my hand." Telling the referee to raise his hand. The referee was like, "No, you gotta throw him into the casket and slam the door shut." And then the lights went down, the casket went away, and Apollo Crews was up. And here come the Druids out with another casket. And the match continued, and it's really, really good stuff there. At one point, Grayson Waller mocked The Undertaker, gave the thing, and he picked him up for a tombstone. And he was thinking, wow, he thought he was going to do it, but they reversed it. And Apollo Crews had a tombstone, but he went for that fall away thing that used to be the finish of the Grizzly on the Veterans, but he did it, and then they fall more, and finally, like kind of the one spine buster into the slam the door shut. Is Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews wins that, and Grayson Waller, I know what's up with him, Flair. So they're a really fun match. I gave it 3 stars. Really, really fun. Next was the Wild Weapons match between Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez. They said 3 months ago when Cora Jade turned her back on Roxanne Perez and threw the women's titles in the garbage and everything like that. And now it's come to this. It's a weapons match. And boy, they had everything. She There was a broom, there was a garbage cans, and anything like that. Roxanne brought out steel can, which she had in a steel can, one of Cora Jade's skateboards. And now that Cora Jade's a heel, she doesn't use skateboard anymore, but she brought it out. Tell her, remember this? Remember this? So it was really a battle between these two, and they were trying to do some things. Some were okay, some were, I think, a little bit iffy. I mean, they're both not, Cora Jade's a very slender woman, and Roxanne's a very short woman. So there is some things there that are, trusting them drag around, chairs and things like that. But at one point, Roxanne and Cora Jade, they go to the crow's nest, and they're on top of the crow's nest, and Cora Jade pulls the thing out as if she's going to throw Roxanne down two tables, and then Roxanne, moves away, and she starts doing like this, and she starts punching, and Cora Jade's trembling, and she's like this thing to do it, and Cora Jade's like no, and then somehow Roxanne Perez just kind of goes to Cora Jade, and then they fall back onto the thing, not knowing who took who off. You know who took know if it was Roxanne Perez who took Cora Jade off. We don't know if it was Cora Jade who took Roxanne Perez off. I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to be. It was supposed to be Cora Jade taking off Roxanne Perez, because the announcer acting like, how can somebody be so devious to do that to somebody they once called their friend? So I guess that was Cora Jade, but you just didn't know. And something that a lot of people are going to be upset about, especially when if he watches this one man in Louisville, is that Roxanne Perez was up 25, 30 seconds later. About 30 seconds later. And I think that needs to be sold a little more. That needs to be sold a little more. I mean, they can start moving, but maybe, maybe what you want is, you just want them to like sell it a little bit more. Maybe move around, crawl for, a minute or so. Then they can get up, right? Both the ladies, because they both went through the tables. They got up, a whole bunch of chairs in the ring. Looked like Cora Jade was going for a double RT. It was reversed into I don't even know, it was reversed into something, and Roxanne Perez did the red with Pop Rocks. Fine by me. Pop Rocks 1, 2, Perez wins, and so yeah, I mean, these girls had an effort. Like I said, I just think stuff that they do it you can't do with them because of Roxanne's height and Cora Jade's build, but they tried hard, gave the best, and yeah, it was really it was okay. So I gave it 3 1/4 star. Next was the ambulance between Julius Creed and Damien Kemp. And if Julius Creed loses, Brutus is gone from NXT. And boy, this was a fight. This was a fight. This old school fight. All he needed was some color, and this would have been the guys like the old time guys in Memphis would have loved this. It was, even though there was some things going on. They used some chairs, and they used some stairs, and but it was just a fight. They was beating each other up for the best of it, for the worst of it, everything like that. And it was incredible. I really think it was wonderful. Loved it. At one point, Damien Kemp throws Julius Creed into the ambulance and she wanted to slam the door, but Brutus put his hands up there and he slams his hand on his hands 3 times. Julius fuck it and gets out of the thing and goes and starts welling on him, bam, bam, and takes him to the and just starts put them through a table and start throwing chairs at him, things like that. And then Damien Kemp brought a chair to the ring with the name Julius on it, because one of the things Damien did was he repeatedly hit Brutus over the back with chairs, and so he did this with Julius. Walked Damien Kipp 11 times. He then powerbombed him on the backboard stretcher, and then took him to the ambulance, threw him in there, and shut the door, and he won. It's a wild brawl. It's really good and really fun. I don't know why they did. I don't know why they did this for Julius. Do they see Julius as the breakout star of the Creed brothers? I'm not sure, but man, he looks like a star. He looks like a star. He looks like he can, he could be a main eventer for years to come. He was awesome. Damien Kipp held his own as well. Those two young boys just showed how to do it. Someone to do it. And especially those in AEW, they could take a very good look at Creed and Damien Kipp and be shown how it's done. Match, another 4.5 star match. Just incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. So earlier, before actually look about this. So apparently last night, in a digital exclusive to WWE.com, Alba Fire told Cora Jade to come and meet her here. But here was, I don't know. On the kickoff show, Brandy Rose was watching it on her phone, and she decided that her and Toxic Attraction were going. So before the casket match, they did a little thing where they had to go to the wherever Alba Fire was, and Gigi Dolan was locked in the freezer, and JC Jane had knocked out with a bat, something like that, and then Mandy and Alba Fire had a fight for a little bit, and then she basically took Mandy Rose in the car, and they drove back to the thing. So of course, when the ambulance was coming out, that car was pulling in, and we went right directly into the match between Mandy Rose and Alba Fire. And it was just mad that it wasn't given all the time. It really wasn't. Yeah, I would have rather had the Wild Weapons match be a short match than this match. This match a little bit more time to stop doing all of this cinematic bullshit. Thank you, pandemic. No, fuck you, pandemic. Cinematic bullshit. And it was just, the cinematic stuff was but the match in the ring was okay. It just wasn't given enough time. I gave it 2.5 stars. They basically went through everything, within 10 minutes. They babyface shine. The person gets some heat. It was a comeback from Alba Fire. Gigi Dolan and JC Jane came back from the place where they were at, wherever that was. They pulled out the referee. Did some heel shenanigans to get over on Alba Fire. Mandy Rose hit the kiss from the rope, the pump knee. 1, 2, 3, she wins. And she on Wednesday she's going to be she's going to be 1 year holding the championship. So the next pay-per-view is at Deadline. So we'll see who they have to be there. Who they can be. It was called Roxanne Perez. Okay, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not from Roxanne Perez. I'm really not. She's just kind of short. And I know that's kind of different because Zelina Vega is short. Alexa Bliss is short, but I don't really have much of a true problem with them. Although I had a problem with Zelina Vega being Dewdrop, but whatever. I don't know. So, but Mandy Rose retains, and gonna be a year NXT Women's Champion. So good on her. She's really just ever since she went down and came to NXT. She's just improved, man. nothing as she's ever proven before. And I hope I hope when they go back to go back on the main roster that her and Toxic Attraction. I hope they keep that same energy with her because she is just she's a girl that you just gave them 5 minutes. You gave her 5 minutes because that's all you think she can handle. She wasn't down in NXT for too. She really wasn't. She wasn't down in NXT for too long, from what I can remember. So, but that's what she was. So incredible where she's come from. She's probably the leading candidate for most improved wrestler at the WWE Awards here this year. The next was an NXT match: Ilya Dragunov, Braun Breaker, JD Madonna, triple threat match. Again, insanely incredible. Just great job from these three. They really did good stuff here. We had some really great finishes, some false finishes. Either Ilya hit the whatever that he calls it on Braun Breaker, and JD Madonna stopped the referee's hand from hitting three, so that Braun Breaker didn't kick out of his move, but there wasn't a pinfall. Love that. Absolutely loved it. There's some stuff from these three guys. Ilya Dragunov playing up as if the almost the underdog babies, who got screwed from losing his UK championship due to injury. There was that, and then you had Jenny McDonough, who is trying to be like this almost psychological, messed up heel, trying to get in your mind games type of person. And then there's Braun Breaker, who is just the favorite powerhouse, badass baby face. And it was just all day and all night, man. It was just really, really good. And it's nothing. And it was nothing seemed like really, really great stuff from these three. Really did. Braun Breaker won when Ilya Dragunov was going for a finishing move. For the second time, Braun hit the spear, got him 1, 2, 3. So Braun Breaker is who again. Same thing with Randy Rose. I don't know who's going to beat Randy Rose for the NXT Championship. I don't know who's going to beat Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship. I really don't. And at this point, like, if you don't have anybody, you don't try to force it, right? Don't try to force it. There's no need to force it until someone gets hotter than fish grease. So you go ahead and you can do it. But otherwise, keep the title on Braun. So I thought it was really, really fun stuff in the match. Another 4.5 star classic for me. The night of wrestling, folks in NXT, Sean's doing it. Night was really fun. I will say though, it is getting interesting with having to do these shows on this and watch all my college football and everything at the same time. So it's really getting interesting with that. But having said that, enjoyed it. So post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about Halloween Havoc and what did you think? What did you thought with the match tonight? Your ratings? Yeah, let me know down in the comment section. 2 weeks from tonight, Crown Jewel. Well, it actually may be. Yeah, well, I should say 2 days from today because it may be in the morning time. There's a time difference, but whatever it is, 2 weeks from today, Crown Jewel will happen. We got a lot of good stuff going on there, so make sure you are here for me when we talk about Crown Jewel. When that goes off, click that notification bell. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Brother know so that a brother can let you know when he's going live and we can talk about this. And also you don't want to miss any of my videos that are coming up on other things as well. If you like more than just wrestling, there's that gonna have videos coming for you, including my predictions video the night before. So make sure you hit me up on there. All right, guys, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy AJTRIP signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.